Hello everybody and welcome back to the Ratchet Union Collectors channel today. And today we are doing the transformation guide on the Transformers Earthrise Galactic Odyssey collection Paradron Medics Ratchet. And so this guy's a fairly simple transformation here, but we can go ahead and start by removing his accessories, his gun, and this backpack here. And the way I like to start is I open up these side windows just until they line up with that little line there on both sides. And then I open these front windows up just a little past that. That'll just kind of help with some clearance later. And then using that peg right there, you can take this gun and just peg it in right there. And it'll store there in vehicle mode. And then you just set this aside for now. Then we can come to Ratchet here. And where I like to start is you can open this up and it's on a double hinge. So just hinge this down. And then hinge the whole head down into here. Then you can take this section and just hinge it back. Then you take the arms and you want to kind of spin them back like this. And then push them up and then hinge them up like this till they meet. And then there is a little tab and a slot up here that these just tab together right there. And then once you're at this point, you can take this whole middle section here and just pop this up and spin it around and pop it back down. And then you can fold this forward to lock everything into place there. Then you can come to the legs, fold these side panels out and fold these front panels out. Do that on both sides. And then there's a peg right here and a slot right there that will tab together. And then you can just kind of bring this whole assembly up. These two pegs do not grab onto the arms. They grab into these holes for robot mode. So don't worry about those. Just kind of position this about right there. You want to use these white tabs to grab into those slots there. And grab just like that. And then line up this side. There's a tab right here too. And then use this tab to kind of close this whole section up on both sides. And then using these four holes here as well as this one, you want to put these four tabs into those four, and then this big one will just fit into there. So just kind of use these side windows to kind of guide you into place. Kind of get those all into there. Just kind of squeeze. I squeeze from back to front like this to kind of get it all down. And then you can kind of close the windows up. And then finishing touch is close that windshield. And that is it. You are now in vehicle mode. Pretty cool. Fairly simple. But now to get back into robot mode, I start by opening this up. And then doing that same thing, just kind of open this up just a tiny bit, and that'll kind of help with some clearance. So you can kind of just get back here, lift this up just a tiny bit, and then get up here, and just kind of wiggle this whole top section off slowly without breaking it. And then come to this, get your gun out. You can open these windows backwards, but just be careful because they are clear plastic there. But sometimes opening the windows backward will push the gun out like you just saw. And then just fold these in. And fold these in. And set this to the side as well as this gun. And then come back to this. And now we can pop these side doors open like so on both sides. And we can pop this apart right here. And just kind of get that out of the way. Can lift his arms up. And then you can split the legs apart and fold this front panel in and this side panel down. And this little tiny tab will grab into that slot. Do that on both sides. And then you can come back up to here, unhook the bumper and kind of just get it out of the way. And then pull this section up, spin this around, and clip it back into place. So now you'll want to split the hands and get them down to the side. And then you can take the head. Ooh, okay, so you want to fold this back up first because that'll put those little clips there that the head will grab and will lock this whole section together nice and securely. Then you just rotate the arms to the front, and using these two little tabs and these two little slots on the windshield, just close that up. And that is it. You can then put his shield on his back and his gun in his hand. And that is it for transforming the Earthrise Ratchet. I hope that guide helped you out. If it did, let me know in the comments below, and have a good night.